Yo, what's good, WWE 2K fans? It's your guy Jay, aka DarkChild80, and I am back with WWE 2K. We Need to Talk, Part 4. Before we get started, do me a favor. If you have not already, go ahead and check out the previous 3 episodes. I will post a link in the description, so you can check those out at your earliest convenience. Now, in this particular video, we're going to be focusing on the problems with the match rating system. So for starters, we're going to address the obvious elephant in the room, especially pertaining to single player, and then we'll go ahead and focus on some of the other problems. All right, so to kick things off, the most blaring and obvious issue, especially from a single player standpoint, is going to be that the match rating system only focuses on the player. I mean, there's obviously 2 to 3 guys in a match, sometimes even more, but yet it only focuses on what the player does and not so much what your opponent is doing, when that's just completely odd. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, it takes more than one guy to create a 5-star match. So why should it be solely on the players to try to imitate that and get your match meter, I guess, as high as you can? It should really take everything into consideration. I mean, encompass everything. That includes your opponent's spots. You know, if they hit a awesome move, I mean, that should count towards the match rating. I don't see why it only focuses on, you know, what I'm doing in a match. I can't carry the match all by myself, so I think that's one of the things that they really need to take a second glance at and kind of just see what they can come up with, maybe a system that will encompass everyone in the ring as opposed to just the player. Another issue I have with the match rating system is it doesn't really take into consideration the type of match that you're involved in, meaning that if you're in a tag team match, you would naturally think that most of the spots and getting the crowd to pop would involve doing tag team activities, you know, such as double team moves or getting a hot tag here and there, you know, just generally just mixing it up, quick tags, stuff like that. So that should really be something to consider as well. I mean, because you got to think, if you're in a, let's just say, Extreme Rules match, I mean, wouldn't it make more sense if you got more stars for doing extreme stuff like OMG moments, and if you're doing crazy suicide dives and using weapons all the time? I would like to see that, you know, it become more organic, and or like it kind of caters to the match that you're actually a part of, as opposed to just move by move. Hey, you hit this move, so you get X amount of experience towards your match rating, or you did this or you didn't do this, so it goes down. You know, I think that they could do a much better job in this situation. All right, so one of the last things that kind of drives me crazy about this whole system is the fact that your meter will actually drop if you get disqualified. I mean, and to me, that is crazy. I don't understand, because what if you're a heel guy, you know, you want to play as like a heel, and you get disqualified and your match rating just drops? I mean, it's like the game punishes you for getting disqualified, when that's a part of wrestling. So, I mean, a lot of heels do this. I mean, it's a tactic for them. They'll take the low road and get themselves disqualified sometimes. It happens during a match, and I don't think that you should be penalized for that. I feel like if you put on a stellar match up until that point, it should stay where it's at. I mean, because that doesn't take away from the match just because it ended in a DQ. Therefore, I don't feel like I should be penalized for it. But anyway, WWE 2K fans, I'm going to end it right there. Do me a favor, post your comments below. Let me know what you think, what you would add or would not add to this system, what you would take away, what you would change. But anyway, as usual, thanks for rocking with your boy and checking out the video. I appreciate you guys watching. And until the next one, I'll holler at y'all later. Deuces.